What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and on today's adventure we are at the Warner Brothers Studios Hollywood. It was a last minute thing. Managed to find tickets still for sale within that 24 hours before we had to be there, which we arrived at, what was it, like 8:30, and our reservation was for 9. So yeah, good score on our behalf. I ended up going with my parents to this event since we kept the trend going of hanging out on Saturdays. We did Hollywood Forever Cemetery last week, so this round we're doing the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. For this video, I won't be doing too much talking or narrating over the video. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and yeah, you can enjoy it and go along, fast forward, pause, do whatever you like. Keep it very simple for this video, so yeah, hope you all enjoy. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I don't mention it often, so I figure I will do it now since it's been a quick minute since I have. Helps out the channel a lot. I enjoy seeing it, I enjoy reading the comments and interacting with you all, so yeah, once again, hope you enjoy the video.
We come right here. The area is called Park Place. Right now, all the signs we see are from Young Sheldon. So if you look to the right, you'll see the train store where Sheldon gets his model trains. Now our art department puts up all these signs, but there's a lot of stuff missing. What's missing from the street that you normally have? I know it's early. There's no doorknobs. It's like one of those pictures you have to circle things. There's no parking meters. There's no street signs. All that is set dressing, and all that changes every day for every show that we do. And most of our shows only get 24 hours to decorate the set, 24 hours to film everything, and 24 hours to get out of here before another show wants to use this exact spot. Talented orphans. Don't know why they weren't adopted. I mean, really, they could have had a whole show. It's also where they filmed the very famous Upside Down Kiss in Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire. Don't you say that, sir. Don't say there you go. That is not even our movie. That is a Sony motion picture, but it's okay, you can watch it. I love it because it's so different. There's about 200 varieties of plants here. On the right, there's a wagon full of bushes. I call that a bush wagon. It's a very technical Hollywood term. But as we come in here, folks, you'll see cabins in front of us and on the left. They look pretty old. They're about 10 years old. The rust is painted on. Our art department comes in with buckets of paint called rust and dirt. And he paints things a little different. Live here, except each house is really an office. So instead of seeing a living room going inside, there'd be cubicles. This used to be an old western town. This is where we used to film shows like Cheyenne and Maverick, Little House on the Prairie, Blazing Saddles. But we stopped doing westerns for a long time. And we asked people, what do you want here? And almost everybody said, a New England neighborhood. Cool, we'll build it for you. It's a very, just like the jungle, it's very small. And that's why everything is rounded. It looks bigger on camera. So if you take a picture of the street in front of us, it looks like it could go on much further. It will end in just a few feet. Inside, that's where Drew Carey lived in the Drew Carey Show. You can see some Greek letters a little bit on the left-hand side there. That's used for a new Mindy Kaling show about college girls. This house on the left with the fence, that was the Seaver house in Growing Pains. That was also where Mrs. Deagle lived in Gremlins. She was the main old lady that gets launched out the window. But she didn't like Christmas. We're gonna park in just a second, folks. We're gonna do a little walk around like these folks, but we'll have more fun than they have. Oh, for the shade. So once again, we call this a practical set. We could film inside here. Now, the few things that are missing, the floor is vinyl. It's not wood. Real wood is too loud and too permanent on a soundtrack. We have one of the world's biggest printers that prints out the floor. So if you don't like how this looks, 24 hours will put a whole new veneer on top of it. I was on a tour with a bunch of young kids and ran into Dolly Parton and didn't know who she was. Miley Cyrus is real. Oh. Oh boy. Things like that. Right hand side, that's Luke's diner from the Gilmore Girls. Luke lived above the diner, but as I showed you, there's nothing above the diner, so we built his apartment on the left hand side. And yes, in front of us is the world famous Friends Fountain. We'll go over there in just a second. That couch that you see in front of us, you'll sit on it. It's very hard. Do not just plop down on the couch. It is a hard plastic. Someone jumped on it the other day. And this is French Street, everybody. Superman's mom. Yes, Eva Marie Saint one. Yes, she was. We just turned the corner here. Left-hand side, this is called French Street because that's the last ending set to Casablanca. They have a flashback to Paris where Rick and Elsa are sitting outside a Parisian cafe when they find out the Germans are invading. It's right here. Right-hand side, this building is most famous from La La Land. That is where Mia worked, or Emma Stone's character, as a barista. She walks Ryan Gosling around the studio and points out the Casablanca set, but she points out the wrong building, which is why she was a barista in the movie and not a tour guide. We are going to get a picture over here at the Friends Fountain, so we're going to park by the courthouse. Courthouse on the left, made very famous by the TV show Batman from the 60s. Would have been Commissioner Gordon's office. Runs into a police horse. This is also on The Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon goes to the Renaissance Fair. He's really upset because they have corn dogs. So he goes like Mr. Spock to find all the time anomalies. This is also an episode of Big Bang Theory where Sheldon and Amy break up and he adopts all the cats. Mr. Zazzle's very zazzy. But at the end there's a he's right here with the stamp says cat's $20. Just here's your cat, here's your $20. He's paying them to take the cat. Being Polish immigrants who were very invested in the outcome of World War II. And we were the first studio to ever stop distributing movies in Germany. And all sorts of crazy stuff. Ellen's office on the left-hand side, that's where Miss DeGeneres produces her show. She comes back next week for season 19, which is sadly going to be her final season, but 19.
So is this the first level of hell or the second level?
I think it bothered me when they made her grovel because people have.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc? Can't see.
It's like Halloween Horror Nights.
See.
All the TVs.
Alright, we're going to make sure we're all together before we come on to the set right here. Wow. So welcome to the set of the Ellen DeGeneres show. As we come up here, we'll look a little bit different than how we're used to seeing it on television. First of all, we have DJ here. We're not seeing him on the show. No, I'd love to watch him on the show. It'd be pretty great, I think. It'd be a great addition to the series.
Thank you.
So as we come over here, just be very mindful of the cameras, everybody. Just watch and step here because once again, they're going to get ready to shoot next week. Last week, half of these seats weren't even here. They brought them all back because during COVID she had a digital audience. But now she's brought the seats back. You can see the multiple cameras in here. It's about 20% smaller than we're used to seeing it in real life because the camera makes it look different. So if you take a picture...
The classic reserved.
Yeah. It's for people.
Literally feels like you're on the movie set.
No, like,
Or a TV show, I should say. All the honey moved.
Yeah, I think it's a real.
Real fake. Is the naked man out? Where's the naked man? Ah! Classic episode. Me being a mover for what I do for a living, I could have gave them some tips. How to move that couch. Check that out. Highly recommend checking this out.
But it is the first stage that was dedicated on the right-hand side is the Friends stage. Friends is the most popular show ever made, folks. It plays in every country 24 hours a day. That is a true fact. And it makes $1 billion a year for Warner Brothers. It is in every language.
$1 billion.
It's a true story. And that, yeah, and each actor still takes home $24 million a year off the show. In residuals every year.
Argo at the very top. That's wild. The killer frogs too.
First we get the script. We break down the script.
One that grips you, grabs you, that actors can get into, the directors can have fun with, and all of that. Because in the end, that's all that matters is what's on film.
When you started,
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, look how little these pens
Yes, very.
and Edward G. Robinson.
Elizabeth Taylor. Joan Crawford. Betty Davis. They were all very thin.
Most people were.
No such thing as fast food back in the day.
No, we didn't.
These guys look a little bit small though. Big Bang Theory. I think I only saw maybe the first season and then I kind of dropped off of that one. Really wasn't a TV show for me for the most part. So I'm not too familiar with any of these sets at all. No worries. Oh, literally what I'm here for. Old school Batman. Matrix movies. I believe there's a new Matrix movie coming out this year. I'm always a sucker for these little models or maquettes. got here?
Green screen.
Ah, got the Bat Cycle and some Harry Potter action. Do you want to be like one of the Weasleys?
There's no personal photography.
The Joker, Margot Robbie, and Jared Leto. And then we got the Joe Schumacher costumes for Batman, Mr. Freeze, and Poison Ivy, and Arkham Asylum. It's pretty neat. You guys are good? Yeah. Your firstborn. Your firstborn. Is that what you want?
You got all that you want there?
No, you need to stay longer.
No? You guys want to go eat? Exiting through the gift shop.